What's up YouTube, Zero here, and today I have the boss battle against the Mask Keeper in Expedition 33. In this video, I'll go over some tips and tricks to help you more easily defeat the Mask Keeper and take down this Axon. If you do enjoy this video, definitely hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. Without further ado, let's talk about the Mask Keeper. The first move he's going to try and summon his mass of emotions that I'll talk about in a second. But let's talk about this storm attack that he decides to attack Lune with. You could see it has 4 hits. One, he moves his sword back and then attack. He spins around. He has a couple of different tricks, so you want to pay attention to when the swords are starting to come towards your character, to when you want to block or dodge. But I want to go back to those mass of emotions. There are 3 side bosses in the Visages area. Definitely take them out first. If you haven't gotten to this point, I would absolutely take them out first, because they can do a lot for the Mask Keeper. They can debuff your team, they can buff the Mask Keeper, so it's something that you want to note, is that do those side bosses first. They're not that hard to take out, and they're going to be a big pain if you leave them for the Mask Keeper to utilize during this battle. Another move that you can see the Mask Keeper just doing is going to be kind of a wind attack. He's going to stand where he's at, and he's going to thrust his sword, which is going to summon some form of wind that attacks the entire party. So just note, when he's starting to move his sword forward and the wind is being summoned, that's when you want to start dodging. Next, he's going to perform a swinging combo. You can see the first attack, he actually spins around and attacks you, and then attacks quickly with his sword, and then finally attacks for a third strike with both swords. So just pay attention that on the first hit, he actually does a spin around. So block on that spin around right when his sword is about to attack, not when he's first spinning, but on that first strike where his sword is about to hit you. And then notice he does a quick hit with his second sword. That's going to kind of throw off your timing a little bit, but just pay attention to that. And then the third hit is going to be a little bit slower. Something to note is the Mask Keeper is also weak to fire and dark, just like Visages was, and he is also resistant to ice. Next, he is going to surround himself with an aura. What this is going to do is every blow that he actually lands on your party is going to create a shield for him. So just like in the Visages boss battle, I highly recommend Myel. But let's talk about this chaotic combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks onto your character. 8. So pay attention to that. It's going to be a very long combo. Chaotic combo has 8 attacks. So just pay attention to where the sword is. He does delay some attacks. He has some quick attacks during that chaotic combo. It's definitely, you could see I gave him a lot of shields, but that's why I have breaking rules for Myel. The same applies, just like Visages. Have Myel in your party, have breaking rules. It'll get through all of the shields. You don't have to worry about getting through any shields. Breaking rules is an absolutely phenomenal attack, especially for Myel. It gets rid of all the shields. Make every boss battle where a boss has shields insanely easy. So definitely get Myel and breaking rules. But again, that chaotic combo, 8 attacks. Pay attention to the sword. Pay attention to the hearing cues that you can listen to more easily dodge or block those attacks. Then again, he's going to summon this wind type attack. Pay attention, because you can see on the screen where it starts to suck in, I'd say, wind, and then blast it out at the team. Again, remember, we heard it earlier, we saw it earlier. Every time he hits the team, he builds a shield. Again, that's where breaking rules comes into play, and Myel is going to make this battle a lot easier because of that. But we're coming down to the end of the battle. As I mentioned earlier, definitely take those optional boss battles. If you're really struggling with this boss fight and you didn't go through those optional boss battles to defeat the Mass of Emotions, I'd go back and go defeat those Mass of Emotions. They aren't insanely hard to defeat. They were really quick boss battles, and it will make this fight a lot easier because they can do a lot for the Mask Keeper by buffing him and debuffing your party. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.